a hidden waterfall, and millions of years of history. These falls are more than just a beautiful spot, it's a window into how the Snake River Canyon was formed. KTVB's Audrielle Tackett takes us there in tonight's Exploring Idaho.
Like a lot of things that became more popular with social media.
If you're chasing waterfalls, we've got one for you. But you don't have to chase this one very far. Just around a corner, off the side of the road, you'll find Perrine Coulee Falls.
I think before then, like before Instagram, people knew about it, but if you weren't looking for it when you drive down this road, you wouldn't even know it's here.
Park on the side of the first switchback on Canyon Springs Road along the Snake River in Twin Falls. Take a short walk, and almost immediately, you're stepping behind a waterfall, dropping 200 feet into the Snake River Canyon. And this is where we met Sean Wilsey, geology professor and author at College of Southern Idaho, as well as successful YouTuber.
That's been going on for about 6 years. So, yeah.
Who has amassed nearly 200,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, I remember like when I had like 100 subscribers and I was like, this is awesome.
And just like us, he's exploring Idaho, but also the world. To him, Perrine Coulee Falls is a story worth sharing. But Wilsey isn't looking at the falls first. He's looking at the rocks.
The Snake River Canyon is made of a series of rocks we call basalt. And these rocks form from volcanic eruptions. These are all lava flows.
In other words, this canyon started with volcanoes. Not water, not the waterfall, but lava.
Everything in this part of the canyon from bottom to top, you can see all the layers there. And more or less each one of those kind of horizontal breaks is probably an individual lava flow.
Those layers give clues as to what happened here way, way long ago.
These are all lava flows that poured into this area before the canyon existed, anywhere from about 4 million years ago right up to our most recent eruption, which was about 95,000 years ago. So we've got volcanoes south of town, we've got volcanoes north of town, like out here towards the freeway. Some of them are close, some of them are like 20 miles away. Sometimes the lava can travel these big distances.
And as that lava cooled,
it's developing these vertical fractures, these cracks that are running through it. And then once you add weathering and it starts to break off, it breaks into these very kind of angular and jagged sorts of shapes.
It's a stack of volcanic history, with water still trickling through like tiny glistening teardrops. So we can see the story written in the rocks, but then there's the actual falls and where that water comes from.
So the waterfall is fed by, it's a natural drainage, but it has more water this time of year because all the extra water from irrigation channels into that.
So Perrine Coulee Falls flows strongest in summer. Wilsey says some of the water around us is coming from other places too, like groundwater through the cracks.
Like moving through whatever spaces it can find, which is usually these big fractures.
And then there's one more big chapter in this canyon story, a massive flood.
Yeah, so the Bonneville Flood was this cataclysmic flood that occurred about 17,400 years ago.
It was triggered when Lake Bonneville, a large freshwater lake at the time, rose to a point where it started spilling over.
And came barreling through this area, causing massive erosion, widening the canyon, deepening the canyon.
That massive flood left its mark across southern Idaho, and Perrine Coulee Falls is one small piece of that history.
I think Perrine Coulee Falls is special because if you don't know it's here, it's kind of hidden, but if you catch it at just the right time as you're driving up the road, you see it, and it's this amazing large waterfall.
This waterfall doesn't really have a pool of water that you can go swimming in at the bottom, but you are welcome to try and climb deeper into the canyon so you can really feel it spraying on you. But that, of course, is at your own risk.
For Exploring Idaho, Audrielle Tackett, Idaho's News Channel 7.